Previously on for the food. One of them needs to be smothered. Turkey wings. There we go. We're definitely gonna have turkey wings. So there you have it. We're having turkey wings. I think turkey needed. Now, let's get into these drinks. I usually drink all my things very stiff. And very stiff indeed. Now, I love to endure. I'm sorry. It's still smoky in here. It's still smoky in here. Ooh. Baby. If I had to get anyone to fix my nachos, I'ma always bet on me. Look how this baby is layered. All the cheese, all the crunch, and the spice, and the freshness of some sour cream. And here is your game day tailgate recipe. Nachos, beef nachos. I'll see y'all next week. Bye. Hello, and welcome back to Giselle Eats. How is everybody doing this Saturday morning? We are at one of my favorite places, the Fresh Market. We have a large grocery haul that we need to do this morning. So I didn't really make a grocery list for y'all to follow for this grocery haul, but I did go onto the website and add the stuff to the cart so you could see. I did miss a couple of items like this grapefruit guava that I did pick up that is extremely good. I mean, it's good if you just have the grapefruit guava and sparkling water, or you have that grapefruit guava and tequila. But you know, you take that and use it as you will, but it is so delicious. So we're gonna do a grocery haul. We're gonna pick up a lot of things. We have a lot of stuff to do this morning. I decided that I wanted to make braised beef short ribs, like a stew. And because the weather is changing so quickly, so rapidly, and I thought this would be great on a great game day. Now let me tell you what's crazy. Last week's game day was so long, I decided to spare y'all this week and not do any of the band stuff because it was really long. Like I said, I'm not a huge fan of MCC, but I do love those 2 years, 2019 and 2021. But from my understanding, there was a huge scandal after ASU left Jackson and went to MCC. People are suspended, girls are missing, just a lot has happened. So y'all get a free week this week. I ain't gonna harass you. You don't gotta hear no cymbals crashing in your ear and no untuned drums. So we're gonna do this grocery shopping, and we're gonna get home and make these braised short ribs stew, which is gonna be so delicious. Like I always tell you, you can modify this recipe. You do not have to use what I'm using. You can use cream of mushroom soup, you can use cream of celery soup, you can use any other type of broth, but I'm gonna mostly use water and wine, seasonings, and herbs. So this Saratoga water right here that I'm getting, it is on sale this week, 2 for $6. Amazing fresh water. If you like sparkling water, a lot of people say it tastes like Alka-Seltzer, but I love a good sparkling water. It's so refreshing. So I will be grabbing a couple of those. Now, during this grocery haul, the camera is gonna get kind of wonky a little bit because it's hard to load up the basket and show you guys around the store. I'm gonna be in here for a while, so I think this is probably might be the longest like being in a grocery store that I have recorded, because this is in real time. I'm really having a shot because we have a lot of content that we have to push out for TikTok, for Snapchat, and for YouTube. So make sure you like and you comment and you subscribe, and I really appreciate it. Now, I don't know how many of y'all frequently shop at the Fresh Market, but they had these red velvet with this cream cheese parfait type of situation. You talking about delicious, but from my understanding, it's either discontinued or they're out of stock. So I did just grab some regular parfaits, the granola ones that you would have for breakfast. Also, I did grab the fruit parfait, the regular plain fruit parfait with the yellow cake inside. Excuse the noise. I'm always somewhere where it's making a whole bunch of noise. They did have a lot of good things on sale. Like, honestly, do not prejudge the Fresh Market for it being expensive. It's just almost like Harris Teeter. Sometimes I feel like they have better sales on good quality stuff more than the regular grocery store. What's a regular grocery store? Your Food Lions or if you shop at Walmart, I hope no one's buying meat from Walmart, but that's your stomach, not mine. Y'all, this right here, of course, I would have this in the way. I really have this in the way. I'm sorry. But it's in the produce department. It's like a grapefruit mixer, guava. You can see the name. And I do it again. I'm so sorry. Maybe you can see it down there at the bottom. You talking about delicious with some sparkling water? Oh, this is so good. I highly, highly recommend it. Highly recommend it. Now, y'all know I'm always looking for any type of little gadget for the kitchen to make life even easier. But I saw those dishcloths and dry cloths hanging up, and I thought they might have been like that Tuscan style. I really, really like the Tuscan style dry cloths and washcloths. I didn't get any bacon. I'm gonna be honest, it's the way it's how it's just thrown up there, like they were just digging in it. So I was like, no, I don't want that. I'm okay. So I did get me some short ribs, some pork chops, and some drumettes. Not drumettes, um, drumsticks, because they were on sale. The short ribs, I got maybe 5 pounds of short ribs. It came up to about $45. If you seen my short from for Friday, wait, Thursday, you would see it there. The price and the weight. Amazing. They were beautiful. I'm not the biggest, dessert eater, but when I see something I like or I think that my guests will enjoy, I'll just go ahead and grab it. So I just ordered the large fruit tart for $19.99. Really, really delicious. I think it'll go perfect with today's game day. We're not gonna have a whole lot of visitors like we usually have, but this will be perfect for them. Light, refreshing, especially after eating such a heavy, robust meal today. So we're gonna get you see the mini ones? They have smaller ones right there, and those are so cute and so personal. But we're gonna get this big one right here. Isn't she gorgeous? I should have got some of those chocolate covered strawberries as well. They are so kind and so pleasant, and I'm loving this new packaging that they have for their department. This is absolutely gorgeous. I kind of excuse me, I kind of feel like, it's way upscale. A very, very beautiful box. I want to know. Oh, you know what? Maybe they have these pink boxes for October. Maybe that's why these boxes are pink, because I wouldn't think that their brand would be pink boxes for the desserts. I can see black, green, black and white, green and white or something like that. But that pink, I think that's for breast cancer awareness or something like that. Because I don't ever remember them having those really nice boxes that like that. It's very, very nice. I was just browsing at this point, browsing, looking at different types of milks and stuff. I'm always trying to try something new, but we do need to grab some buttermilk for the chicken. We're gonna cook another day this week. I decided I wanted to fry some drumsticks, so we're gonna grab some buttermilk and we're gonna grab some eggs. Now, it wouldn't be me if I didn't at least grab some type of IPA. So I'm just browsing to see what I want. I'm probably going to go for the Hypium. I haven't had Hypium in a very, very, very long time. So I might grab that. I saw that man right here grab the Oktoberfest. I'm not sure if I've had that before. I'm gonna have to ask some of the people that I go out with. Have I had that before? I think so. Is it kind of like a pumpkin taste maybe? Okay, let's get out of here. And we got everything that we need. Let's head over to buy me a coffee. Buy me a coffee is a way to support the channel and keep my creativity fueled. Today's supporter is someone anonymous. So I really appreciate you're supporting the channel, you're supporting me, and fueling my creativity. Buy me a coffee is in the description box or in my bio. And always, there should be a QR code at the end of the segment. Buy me a coffee is optional, and I greatly appreciate it. And I really appreciate whoever decides to stay private and support the channel. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Now let's get home so we can start on today's dinner. So what I have here is our 5 pounds of our short ribs. I am going to oil, salt, and pepper them extremely well. It is okay. You might think, oh, they're gonna be salty. No, they'll be just fine. Now, yours will not be just fine if you go and you add in store-bought stock, or if you do not account for your sodium. I'm going to use water and wine today, so I know I need to make sure that I add those layers of flavors when I get a chance, and keeping everything balanced and seasoned, really well. So, heavy salt and pepper, oil, rub them down really good so we can get them in the fridge, and we're going to get to cut up our veggies. Okay, we're gonna get these babies covered really tight and into the fridge and let those marinate while we work on our vegetables. Use whatever type of vegetables you like on your stew. I will say at least use air quotations the Holy Trinity: carrots, celery, and onion, and then whatever else vegetable you like: snow peas, broccoli, corn. But here's what I'm using. So I have a whole white onion that I want to use. I'm just gonna get that peeled real good. Now I would say listen to them this morning. Oh my god. I will say use whatever type of vegetables you like. Use whatever type of vegetables you like. You know, I'm gonna probably use an array of things. What we have right here is a white onion. Um, you can use yellow onion. You can use a sweet onion if that's what you have. You can use a red onion. You know, I'm always recommend use what you have in your pantry if you don't have to buy anything. I just like a white onion. If I'm cooking anything, I'm probably always gonna use a white onion because I just feel like the flavor is stronger, and I just feel like it's just bold. It's buildable. I don't have to worry about, well, that onion's already sweet. Let me not add in this brown sugar, or don't add in this maple syrup because we already have a sweet onion. I just like it a lot better. So we're gonna dice these. We're gonna dice these. Not too fine, but nice to saute once we go into our stew. I actually got this knife set from Amazon. A very good purchase. A very, very, very good purchase if you're interested in looking for a knife set in the future. I highly, highly recommend this knife set. Also, let me know if y'all would like for me to start Amazon storefront of some of the kitchen utensils and gear that I have. My phone never stops ringing. It never stops ringing. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Y'all knew who that was who called. Right, y'all already know. Melissa, say hello. Hey guys. I had to chop it up with her really quickly before she goes into her meetings. One thing I do enjoy about my girlfriends is they gonna call me in the morning and check in, and we're gonna have full-blown conversations like we ain't just talk. So y'all check on your loved ones. Stay connected with your loved ones. Okay? Keep those friendships and those relationships intact. Now y'all know I was gonna put some okra in this. Now I have told y'all, when you get the opportunity to feed that man that okra, that slimy diamond okra, you better feed it to him. I don't know if you've never howled at the moon before. I don't know if you've never howled at the moon before. But let me tell you something. This okra is a howling experience. And like I tell y'all all the time, feed it to him and then pat his ass on the back, you know? Now, here's another optional, veggie. I like mushrooms, so of course I'm going to add the mushrooms in. You do not have to add mushrooms into this dish. Um, I like them, and I feel like it gives it that extra texture in this stew. Now, to me, the most important part to that celery is them leaves. Get you some celery that has some leaves on it. Get you some celery that has some leaves on it. Because to me, this is what elevates the dish, is the celery leaves. And I know you're like, Jenny, you can use all of that? Yes, we're going to use all of that. So when you follow this recipe, when you follow any of my recipes, you're probably going to have to subtract it by 4, because usually when I'm cooking for 6 to 10 people. Why am I cooking for 6 to 10 people? Because I need my food to last. I need my food to last. Nobody wants to cook every day. I love cooking. But that cooking every day is just not it. So get you a celery with some leaves, because that's where the flavor is gonna come in at. I don't know what it does, but just like when I tell you to add fresh herbs, fresh veggies to your dishes, this is it. This is it. A lot of people don't like celery, so you can use celery salt. You can use celery seed. I like celery. My friends and family like celery, so I'm definitely going to use the celery. I use almost 80% of that, and most of it was leaves, and I bought that on purpose. I am going to add in green onions. I do feel like the green onions add a level of brightness to this dish. So I am going to use 5 to 6 green onions. And they don't have to be chopped fine, coarsely chopped, because they're definitely going to stew down. Here is an optional item. You do not have to use this. This is a rutabaga. And I love rutabagas, and it's something that this rutabaga does to this dish. This is optional, but I would highly recommend you add this rutabaga to this dish. I would highly recommend it. It's so good. It will take up your dish to the highest elevation, you know, to the highest. Um, it's so good. Once the rutabaga cooks down, okay, it has a peppery, gingery offset. But once the rutabaga cooks down into this dish, it's gonna taste like a potato. I will say rutabagas and mushrooms are those hybrid type of vegetables where they mask whatever flavor is in the pot. And the rutabaga is going to have that peppery, pungent taste still, but it's going to taste like a potato. And I highly recommend it. I really wish I would have added more rutabaga to the dish. It may be two more, but I didn't get these rutabagas from the fresh market. I probably should have looked. I picked these up a couple of days ago at Food Lion. They did not look that great. They did not look great at all. Out of 15 rutabagas that were on the shelf, I got this one. I'm not really one of those to ask the associates for help. I just kind of almost just like, I'll go to another store. So I tend not to, you know, bother people in the store. I'm pretty sure they probably had some better looking ones in the back. But I took this one, and that's why I'm kind of cubing it. Almost like a potato because it tastes exactly like the potato once it's stewed down inside of these short ribs. I do recommend it. I do recommend it. Now, rutabagas are one of those that you cook down with some salt pork until they're tender and smash it up and serve it as is. Carrot. Um, I like a carrot, as you can tell as I chew on some of it. The carrot is going to add a level of sweetness, and I kind of like to add the carrots at the very end. That's why I'm cutting them so thin. The carrots will go in maybe 15 minutes before serving. You need the carrot. You need the carrot. I usually get as much as I can off of it. And no, I don't throw it away. I usually nibble on it as I'm cooking. I'll have a little snack. So we got us a bowl of carrots. Okay, what I have here is some great northern beans that we're gonna add in. We're just gonna pick through them, get rid of any of the bad looking ones. This is optional as well. You don't have to add beans, but I'm not cooking any rice with this dish, so I think these beans would be great to go inside. if you still want rice. I definitely would recommend a nice basmati rice for this. So we're gonna get these sorted. We're gonna get them sorted, you know, picked through really good. Washed and soaked. I do. A lot of people don't soak northern beans, but I soak them. I soak them. I soak them. The only ones I don't soak is my black eyed peas. But I'm definitely soaking it. Now, when I put these beans on, I am going to put 1 ham hock in the pot with salt, black pepper, and a half a stick of butter. You want to cook these navy beans down or northern beans down until they're tender. This is going to help thicken your soup even more, or your stew. It's more of a stew. It's gonna thicken your stew even more because you're gonna smash some of these beans up after they've done cooking with the ham hocks. You talking about utterly delicious? These beans could have been a dish on their own with the ham hock, but inside this dish it adds an extra layer of richness, body, and it's just perfect on a cozy, cool day. And you have to have them. Now, you can mix it inside of the pot, but I like to cook mine separate because I like to build a different flavor on the beans instead of adding it in the stew. And I like for them to keep their original color because I do like for that white creamy color to pop through against those tomatoes and those the okra. Amazing. Now I'm going to cover these with some warm water and let these babies soak up while we prep and brown the short ribs for the stew. Make sure you rinse and soak these beans really well. Lock in the flavor. I'm going to lock in the flavor. I'm sorry. You know I'm going to use Crisco to brown these. I already have the eye on a medium-high heat. I want to brown them, lock in all the flavors. Lock in all those beautiful flavors. We're going to cut. She's smoking. She's smoking. She is smoking. So we just turn it eye down if she started to smoke. We're going to place them in the pot on the side. We need all 4 sides. Ooh. Ooh. So we're gonna brown these probably 8 to 10 minutes on each side. We just want to fill in the flavors. I heavily salt and pepper these. You want to brown them for 8 to 10 minutes or 10 to 15 minutes on each side until they're beautiful and brown. Then we'll remove them from this pot. And let's check and see. Let's check and see. Yes, that's exactly what we want. You see that? That's exactly what we want. I'll cut it into the pan. Yes, that is exactly what we want. You see that beautiful brown color, that nice crusty color? That's exactly what we want. I'm gonna add in another piece on the side right here. I'm craving another cup of coffee. I want another cup of coffee. I am just like my grandmother and my mom. They literally could drink coffee all day, all day. So I think I'm gonna fix me another cup of coffee, and I'll be right back. So we're gonna start turning these. They're starting to brown on each side. You see that beautiful color? And it's starting to pull back. They're starting to pull back from that bone. So we can take this piece out. You see that? You see that beautiful color? You can take that one out. I'm gonna give it a good time. Okay, let's get these removed. Get these removed. Beautiful. Look at those. It's beautiful. You can stay. And no, these are not done. We're just putting a beautiful color on them. Add this one. Just to heat a little bit. This coffee smells so good. I am having the hazelnut hazelnut espresso with a little salted caramel syrup and some cream this morning. So utterly delicious. cheers. Cheers, cheers, cheers. Okay. Let's get these turned. Because we got the pan good and hot, so it's not going to take long at all. You can take this one out. You can get these turned. Ooh, that one is beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous, guys. Look at that. Just get him up on the side. Can y'all even see really good? This brown is so beautiful. Look at that. Look at that. Absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. This is beautiful. So let's turn this on this next side. And let's do turn. We need to turn this one. And we need to add this one now that we have room. So one thing about me, I am definitely going to wash up like any dishes. Try to keep it as neat and clean as possible because that's the worst ever. To be in here cooking amazing food, it's time to enjoy it. And excuse me, y'all know I got it smoked out in here. Y'all know I got it smoked out in here. Um, to clean up, it's time to enjoy that beautiful food, delicious food, and you got so many dishes to clean up. I'm not a huge fan of guests washing the dishes. I mean, I guess that's what the dishwasher is for as well. But I do not want to wash dishes after I cook or anything, so I try to clean up as I go. We need to turn this eye down. Turn the eye down because I can tell because we want to keep all that beautiful brown bits at the bottom. I'm just wiping the tongues off to make sure there's no water. I'll rinse them off so that water won't splash back. So we want to get this flat. We want to turn this one on the side. Oh, look at that beautiful color. It's beautiful. I did turn the eye down because we don't want to burn the bottom of that pot, excuse me. I don't want to burn the bottom of that pot. So let's get these last two cooked. Alright, let's get these babies out of here. And we need all of that beautiful brown stuff at the bottom. We're going to use all of that. We're going to drain some of the oil off. And this is what we're going to make our base for our stew. So, I drained some oil off the bottom. I left all the brown bits. I left those at the bottom. I left some oil in here. Now I'm going to add in a teaspoon of butter. and we're gonna get our veggies sauteed. Now, I usually do this a couple different ways. Yeah, let's do it that way. Let's do the roux first. So, to that teaspoon of butter, I'm gonna start. So, we have our butter. Looks like we might need a little bit more. A little bit more. And to this, y'all be like, that's not no tablespoon. So this would be considered my 2 tablespoons. So that's 1. I mean, that's 2. Ooh, I mean, this is 4. Now, once you notice that your flour and butter has starting to brown and you have cooked it for about 15 to 20 minutes, you're going to start adding in your veggies. Take your time, go really slow. Every so often, if you need to make sure that we keep that bottom of that pot really loose, add you in a splash or 2 of water to keep it moist and to keep the flour pliable. At this point, the flour we're still trying to cook it through a little bit more because I want a deeper color. The darker you cook your flour, the deeper the color will be. So I'm going to continue to keep it on the heat and keep it moving because we want a darker, deep, rich color. Now, I am going to cover this because I do want it to give it the opportunity to use its own juices and sweat, but the flour is going to soak it up. If you need to add more butter, go for it. Now, I made it sweat. So, because I'm not ready to add any liquid yet, we still got some stuff stuck to the bottom. It is okay. But that helped get that started. So next I want to add in the garlic. The garlic is next. Now I do feel like it's a little bit dry, so I am going to go in and add a couple of splashes of water. You do not want to scorch or burn your garlic. It will not be a very good taste in this short rib stew. So you just want to make sure that you keep it moist and you keep that that garlic moving in your pot so you won't burn it. We still trying to get that color a little deeper, a little richer. Make sure you get all of the brown bits from the bottom, because it's going to help flavor and season it. Because as of right now, we have not did no seasoning. Did you see why I seasoned the meat so heavy? Because I knew that I was not going to add a whole bunch of seasonings during this process. I use one whole can, the medium sized can of diced tomatoes. If you don't like tomatoes, don't put it in here. If you want fresh tomatoes, cut you up some tomatoes and put in here. But I like the diced tomatoes from the can. I think it was Hunt's, maybe a Hunt's 16-ounce can, maybe the next size up from the regular. So we're going to get this cover because we want to deepen this color a little bit. The longer you cook it, the deeper it'll get. You need to brown it out. And you see how it's got a little bit browner? That's exactly what we want, because once we add our red wine in, the color is going to get even more deeper and chocolatey looking and burgundy looking. And that's the color you want. You don't want pale. So we're going to add in our celery and our mushrooms. We're gonna save our okra until last. We're gonna save the okra until last, but we're gonna get our mushrooms and our celery in, get all that combined really, really well. We still have not seasoned it yet. So if you was to taste it at this point, it is gonna be extremely bland. The reason why I'm waiting is because this can go salty really quick if you're not really being mindful of what type of salt or how much salt that you're putting inside. You see, I'm still continually to use water because I want to season this well and I want to make sure that it's not salty. So I'm definitely going to go in there with probably a full tablespoon of onion powder, a full tablespoon of garlic powder, a tablespoon of black pepper. I'm probably going to use a tablespoon of all-purpose, a tablespoon of not a tablespoon, maybe a teaspoon and a half of Italian seasoning. Once I taste it, I do want to taste it first before I add the Italian seasoning in, because I still want it to have that herby rich flavor. I am going to do 2 tablespoons of beef bouillon. That's exactly why I've been using water, because now we're adding in that stuff that has the sodium in it. So we should be good and covered and not having to worry about, oh, is it going to be salty? But you know, you're going to mix it up really, really well. And then you're going to get it real good and warm. And then you're going to taste it and see what else you need to add in. I will add in that Italian seasoning though. Not a whole lot, but I feel like it just needs a little bit more herby flavors. Now, when you're picking your wine, get you a really, really good wine, something that's drinkable. Now, we done already had this discussion. If you're gonna cook with your wine, make sure it's a good one. Now, I'm not saying go buy a $50 bottle, but make sure it's good and it's something that you like to use. Okay, I'm using a Cabernet, and I am a fan of this one. So I have this one in the Chateau Michelle that I got from the fresh market. One from the fresh market, and the other one I grabbed at Food Lion. So pick a red wine that you love. You already know the rules. It's not gonna taste like red wine. We're just gonna cook all the alcohol off of it, and then we're gonna be left with those rich, bold flavors of berries and nuts, whatever red wine you like, and the notes that you like in your red wine, pick it and use it. We're going to add in our rutabaga, our green onion, and a little bit more of some celery, because once again, I like that celery flavor. We are getting it to the point now that we're going to prepare to add in our short ribs, but we want to make sure it's, not sticking. We want to make sure that it's well seasoned before we add those in. All right, let's add in our short ribs. We're going to get those bay leaves added. I think I added about 4. You don't have to use that many. and I'm gonna put in a couple of sprigs of thyme and get that covered and started. What I have here is some fresh sourdough bread. Now, if you have French roll or a different type of baguette or Italian bread, that will be fine. I'm going for the sourdough because I like how light and fluffy it is. I am going to glaze these babies with some butter and sprinkle them with a little parsley just to give it a little bit of color. And I think it'll be great on the side of our stew, especially to dunk it in and you know, mix it around. Maybe you can put your bread inside of your bowl and use your bowl, use your bread as your bowl. Whatever you want to do. This part is optional. If you want garlic bread will be great with this, but I'm not gonna make any garlic bread with it. I'm just gonna add the butter and the parsley. Now, one thing that I did mean to do that I did not do is slightly salt and pepper the bread. I think that adds a different level to the crunch, but that's also optional. But if you do decide to follow this recipe and you're using the sourdough bread, get yourself the sourdough bread, spread your butter, salt and pepper it lightly, add your parsley flakes, and serve as normal. Now we're gonna check on our stew, and it's coming to an end. Everything is looking so good, but you want to remove a lot of the grease off of it. You do not want to eat this. So we're gonna we might do about 2 bowlfuls. Now you won't see me extract 2 bowlfuls of grease because the video is already long, and I'm not gonna hold you here because it's gonna take me 10 minutes just to get all of this oil off of this. Now I'm just pressing the stew down to keep all the flavors at the bottom and all the veggies at the bottom, and let the oil and grease rise and come up. And just take your time, but get as much as this off because you do not want to digest this. Here are our northern beans looking delicious. They're at a rapid boil. The ham hock is tender. I am going to remove that because I do not want the ham hock to fall apart. I cooked that an hour before I added the beans in, so I'm going to remove that before I start to smash them up. I'm going to chop up some more Italian parsley for some more brightness and more freshness for our stew, and add it in once I taste the stew and make sure all the salt levels is okay. If we need more pepper, if we might need a little bit more garlic, but it was good to go. We're gonna add our beans in. I have already smashed them, and it's just gonna be so velvety and so rich and delicious.
I'm coming in.
Don't shoot me. Hey, how day? One thing I do love about game day is when my friends are able to come over and hang out. We can have a couple bottles of wine or the stiffest cocktail I can make and just sit here and chit chat and catch up. Everybody's not able to always do it, but it is so fun to have a relaxing evening with the girls. We can watch some football, see what the girls are doing, see the drama that is happening this season with all the squads. Catch up on some fashion, catch up on some family drama. We all have it. But it's always a good time and it's always pleasant. Y'all have to stay tuned for Friendsgiving because I do feel like it's going to be an ultimate epic experience. I'll keep you posted on the itinerary when we start gearing up for it, but it will be really soon. I'm really excited. I have heard back that a couple of people won't be able to make it, but that's what we're discussing now is the guest list and what all we're gonna have.
Yep. It tastes like a bougie ass beef stew. Eating vegetables I ain't never ate before. Oh, this is the perfect day for it too.
And here is our fruit tart that we're gonna have for a little dessert, a little treat. I wanted a cup of coffee with mine, but I was doing so much talking I didn't finish my wine, so I'm gonna finish my wine with it. Now I will recommend that you definitely have a dessert wine or prosecco or champagne with this, because the cab is very strong. I mean, well, not strong. It's just not the right flavors. It does have to me some plummy chocolate hint notes, so it does work. But if you want something a little lighter, a little bit more refreshing, I would definitely say get yourself a prosecco, get yourself a bottle of champagne to have with this. Now, one thing we gonna do is do some gossiping and do some drinking and do some eating. It never fails. We gonna eat, gossip, and drink. And this was so delicious. So delicious. I enjoyed everyone's company this weekend. I know y'all are so happy that we're almost done with this. And I know y'all happy that I didn't bust your eardrums with the marching bands this week. But we will be back next week. Most definitely. Because I think next week JSU go up against Alcorn, or I'm not sure who goes up against who. I do think Motion and ASU, I say Motion, go up against Texas Southern and Alabama State. But thank y'all for another amazing tailgate Saturday. I love y'all so much. Bye.